Hello, I'm back. Welcome to everyone watching on replay. This is my proper live. I didn't mean to do that other live. Oh, I should put this in front of all those. So all those jars are clean and sterilised, ready for, I've got my computer here because this recipe is my cheese biscuits. I can't tell you where they came from. All I know is that one year, Nana or Mum, I think Mum made them. And then I did what I do, which is mess up the recipe and put other things in it. And then that's how it happened. So these are cheese biscuits. Can I just say that it has a few simple ingredients. Oh, not sure why. I'm just going to fix this because it's just having it's having a hissy fit today. I'm not sure why it's doing this. Maybe I need to get a new one. We'll see. So how's that? Yes, the problem is now you can't see what I'm doing. Right. We good? I'll move this over here. Okay, so the recipe for a Thermomix on my recipe, there is a conventional as well as a Thermomix method. But basically the Thermomix method is put everything in the bowl and done. 20 seconds. So what you need to do first is you need to grate some really good tasty cheddar. Now this is the only, I know that you have to take out a small mortgage to buy cheese at the moment, but it's really important that you don't skimp on this because they're cheese biscuits. So you want to buy really good quality vintage cheddar. All right. So I'm just so it's actually really important to get a really good cheddar. And it just needs to be a quick grate. If you've got the cutter, you can grate it, but it doesn't really make any difference because it's all going to melt into the... I just want to make sure, if you do 250 at a time, I'm just going to grate all this because I'm going to use it all. Because I am making batches today. Because you will find out. And just get them out whenever you need them to cook. So, because this recipe has to be an overnight one. So the reason why it's kind of good is because in the first live I did today, got all my pickles ready. And so tomorrow I'm going to come back, hopefully if I don't have to go up to Brisbane, and I'm going to do the cheese biscuits and the pickles for you. So there you go. Now, you also need good quality parmesan. Honestly, I'm happy. I know not all parmesans are created equal, but as long as you've got a decent one, you know, the Miller one from Coles or Woolies is not fantastic, but look, there's nothing wrong with it for something like this. I wouldn't want to put it on my spaghetti bolognese or guanciale or anything like that, carbonara or guanciale, but it's all right for something like this. I'm a bit of a Parmesan cheese snob. Hello, Catherine. I'm sunk again. I don't know what's wrong. Sometimes it just gets in the wrong angle. There we go. Right, this is going to be really noisy because it's Parmesan. Parmesan cheese in a separate bowl. I know we're using 3 bowls, I don't like that, but I didn't pre-grate the cheese. Look at that. I mean, seriously, how good is that grate? 8 seconds now. Right, grated the cheese. Let's get to mixing our cheese biscuits. Here's my recipe. Put all ingredients in. I love a recipe that's like this. Okay, scales, 125 grams of butter. So this recipe is on my website, themotherhubbardscupboard.com. It says softened butter. So, and you know, me, I'm getting ready for this. Oh my gosh. Hello, Carol. I'm getting ready. So annoying. I'm getting ready for this thing and I go, oh, butter. I didn't take it out. That'll do. Close enough. Possibly a bit too much. Yeah, that's better. So I'm just going to whiz that up first because it's not soft. Hello, Sue and Marie. Open ticket. There we go. So that's nice and smooth now. So I've got 25 grams of butter. I've got a cup of plain flour. This is such an easy recipe. So this is the start of my Christmas. Oh, I'm going to have to fix that in a second. A cup of flour. All right, 160. I'm so sorry, everyone. I'm just not sure what's going on today. I'm going to lower it and bring it straight up. I'm not sure why it's just decided to do that today. Oh, it's just annoying. And Linda, hello. So that we've got butter, flour. Now, I don't think this was in the original recipe. Somehow I think it was baking powder. But I just put in 2 tablespoons of self-raising flour, which is about 40 grams. There you go. Now, yes, you can double this, but it does mix better when it's just one batch at a time. I presume these are, yes, they are savoury biscuits. They're dangerous savoury biscuits. 125 grams of cheese. So this recipe is on themotherhubbardscupboard.com and it's called Cheese Biscuits. Oh, a bit too much. Now Parmesan. Look, you can never have too much cheese. Seem very faint in the column. I don't know what that means, Marie. I'm not faint. So, smoky paprika. We love smoky paprika. It's one of those things. Especially really good quality smoky paprika. And, I'm on. Not sure, maybe you need to turn the volume up on your phone. I'll just check that my thing is plugged in. Yeah, that's all there. Not sure. Everything's doing what it's supposed to do. Alright, I'm just going to put in a teaspoon of salt because I've been finding every time I make it that now you can add cayenne pepper to give it a little kick or not, you choose. So I'm just going to put in probably about 10 grams of lemon juice. It says 20, but I like to do it all together to start with. Now what is it, 20 seconds, speed 7. Speed 7. Sure. Look, who knows, Marie? I just never know. I do think I'm going to go all out and buy a new microphone because, you know, but it's Christmas and, you know, it's an extra expense that I can't afford at the moment. Right. So that's just all come together. And now, now I want a bowl to put it in. So these cheese biscuits, if you don't want to eat piles of them, they're really quite addictive. Very addictive. Hello Wendy, hello Lauren. Oh, that's perfect. So see that sort of texture, it's just come together. So I would normally, after this, do another batch straight away, which I'm going to do when I get off the live. But these biscuits are so expensive in the shops and they're so easy to make. And you know, I know that cheese is, I said that before, you need to get a small mortgage to buy cheese at the moment. But it is, because the biscuits are cheese biscuits, it's worth it. And it's quite funny because these are great biscuits and you can have them all year round. But I only even make them at Christmas. It's just one of those Christmas things. So we know the trick about flicking off the blade. So we just do a quick turbo, or we do a quick, and all that stuff is just flipped off the blades. It's just such a great little trick to get, you know, because that's probably about 4 biscuits because they're only small. So tomorrow, I'm going to make another batch straight away. So tomorrow when I come back, I'm going to do, I'll cook some of the cheese biscuits. All of them, I'm going to keep them and just cook them in batches for when I want them. But I've been giving them to a friend of mine's mum. They're her request every year. I was going, what would you like for Christmas ale? And she says, your cheese biscuits, please. So, step 1. After you've made them, these have to go into the fridge overnight, at least. Or if you make them at the beginning of the day. It was just a promotional one that we earned as a Thermomix consultant. It's just a different colour, that's all. Stands out in the cupboard, basically. So then I've got my cling wrap down here. Alright. That's already starting to come off. I hate that. I hate it. Alright. So now I'm just going to get maybe a third of that. So that's 1. That's a bit big. 2, 3. Okay, yeah. So look, it doesn't have to be like, oh man, it's coming down again. It doesn't have to be perfect. So just pat that out like that. And you want to roll it. Roll. And I'm doing it on the plastic because then I don't have to clean the bench. Now, depending on how thick you want your biscuits is how thin or thick you roll your, this is a pain, right. Alright, so that's going to go in there like this. Alright, and then you could do baking paper, or plastic wrap, whatever you choose. That's going to make it look like that. Now I need alfred. So I know it's a bit of a waste, that sort of stuff, but because the plastic breathes, it'll dry out. So I'm going to then wrap it into the so you can make that into a sausage. Wrap this into the glad wrap. grab the ends. And the end bits are yours. So when they cook, you get to eat all the end bits because they're not as pretty. And then that goes into the fridge for the night. And then tomorrow, you're going to find out what I do with the cheese biscuits. So when the live's finished, I will put the link to the recipe at the top of the live. So have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow for cucumber pickles and cheese biscuits part 2. Have a great night. Bye.